Hey, we are on again. Sorry about the issues here. Hopefully, this will be the end of the issues. What up, G? All right, cool. So we're back up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the one in Durham. Hey, they're in the bottom drawer, buddy. No, I did. There's, the bomb.
You don't know.
I won't touch it, but that's okay. More for you guys. All right. Okay, let's get back to where we were. Right now we need to call again and see where Alejandro was at on this one. Here is where Alejandro was on this truck here. Let's see if it doesn't crash. Okay, and it froze again. Okay, back up. All right, we're up and running. Okay, so this one right here, we're going to be looking at at what their numbers were on this particular 2026 LT. So they have their price advertised at 49. The MSRP on this one is 58,775. I'm just curious to see what some of these additional charges are coming from because they have a lot of ads on this here. See, look at this. All right, so when we're looking at this, I just switched to the right here. Okay, so we're on the window sticker. Now I want you to pay attention to this because it's already listed here. So all-weather floor liners, $295. That's included. Front bucket seats with center console. That's a nice package on that. That's a nice looking package. Protection package. Chevy spray-in bed liner, rear bed liners, convenience package 2, gives you the universal home remote, rear sliding power window, all-weather floor liners. So, I mean, a lot of these things that you're about to see them recharging you for are already on the windows. So that's why I don't really play games with these dealerships when I'm calling them. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Okay, so they have their truck MSRP at 58. You notice how they have it online for 49. They're showing us all the bonus cash and customer cash. So it looks like we got about 2,500 in rebates and bonus cash on this one. Plus the 6,700 discount already. Okay. Now what happens is that they got their adjusted price at 49. But look, here we got floor liners. Guess what? They've already got floor liners on. What about the ones that come with the truck that they've already charged us for in this MSRP? The steps. I didn't see any steps on this truck. Let's take a look and see if I didn't see, they're charging 1,000 for the steps. Screen protector, $200. Tinted glass for 2 windows, $200. Listen, it's $100 for that, but that's okay. I'm not going to pay for that. And then the low jack, whatever, and signature plus door edge guards. So I mean, they've already added on a bunch of additional stuff. This is what they do. They basically add on to the front end price of the deal because there's no reason that they would double charge you for steps and floor liners and nitrogen. Nitrogen is the most abundant gas in the air that you breathe. When you go outside, when you're breathing that air or inside, it doesn't matter. Most of it's nitrogen, and here they are charging you $200. Tinted glass on 2 windows, $500 for 2 windows. No, I mean you can get your entire truck uh, tinted for like less than $200, right? So 4 windows, your 5-way car, whatever. So they're basically charging you, basically what they're doing is they're adding these additional fees, which doesn't cost them nearly this much to put these back on. And now they're adding it back onto the price. So between all these ads, we have 2,500, 3 grand. We're at like $3,700 in ads. So right now we're looking at a total out the door price of 57 on that one. When you figure all the taxes and all the additional add-ons. So I'm okay with a dock fee because you're going to pay a dock fee anywhere. What I'm not okay with is them just adding the money back on is what they're doing essentially. So there's 2,500 in rebates, 6 grand in discounts, but it's not really 6 grand in discounts because they're charging you twice for floor liners. Remember, we saw floor liners on the window already. $1,000 for steps. This low jack is not $1,500, right? Doesn't cost the dealership $1,500 to put that on. So it's just a way for them to add money to the front end because they know that they can't make money on the front end of these car deals, right? There's usually like a $5,000 or $6,000 markup when you include holdback and invoice on this truck. So they know that they add low jack, they add tinted glass, they add nitrogen for $200, screen protector, steps, floor liner. Yeah, I mean, all these add up to $3,700. Yeah, when you count that on a car on a lease payment, $3,700 is like, well, it's well, it isn't a ripoff. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with a dealership trying to make money on their assets, right? And what this does is at least it gives them some justification for these markups, right? At least you're getting low jack, which is you know, in case your car gets stolen or whatever, then they help find it. But OnStar would do that, right? When you have OnStar on a General Motors product, that does that for you. You don't need LoJack for that. Tinted glass on two windows, it doesn't cost them $500 to do that, maybe 50 to do that, right? Nitrogen in the tires, you know, 200 my foot. It's not, you know, like this is screen protector is 200 bucks. That doesn't cost $200. These steps, and then they're double charging you for the floor liners, right? These come with these come with those, right? So that part is a ripoff. But the point is, they probably don't realize that it's already on the window sticker, and they're just charging it anyway. So that's what they do. They add those $3,700 on, and to be fair, you know, when you consider add there's really selling the vehicle at close to MSRP minus rebates, right? It's what they're doing. They're giving you a little bit of a discount, but I would need that discount to show about another $3,700 in order for it to be close to where we need it to be on a lease payment, right? There's just so we're a little bit off. Door cups? No, hang on, hang on. Okay, no, it's now 4,000. It's now no, 4,300 in ads. 4,300 in ads. Door. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like,
What in the world?
so door cups are like these little plastic linings they put on the inside of the door handle, keep it from scratching the door handle. Okay, whatever. That's what they call. That's what door cups are for. And they're charging $500 or no, $600 for door cups.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Like, yeah. So we need to. We that's where we are. That's how far off they are on this truck deal, right? Like they need their final price to be about $4,000 less than where it is. Right now we're at 58. I'm getting numbers at 50,000 out the door in a 2025 right now, right? This is a 2026. I'll give you that, but we are, yeah, we're way off on this. Yeah, this isn't even close. So, you know, I'm just going to kind of tell our friend Alejandro, you know, I appreciate the professionalism, but we're about 4 grand off. Yeah, let's see. I mean, that still doesn't even cover, like, even if they were going to take that off, even if they took up all those ads, those, and let's see, what's their dealer fee is 800. Okay, so right now you can see that this is kind of what they do. So they make it look like they're giving you a big discount. They got to give you your rebates, show you 49, then they add $4,300 and shit that costs them maybe 450 to put on. It doesn't cost them this much. So, by the time we add in all their fees and everything, we're at 57. This thing needs to be 4,500 bucks less than where they are for this to make any sense, right? So, I'd love to be able to uh, get them, give somebody this business, but they're not going to get $4,500 in ads off from us. Let's see, do we have? I'm just curious to see too if we have this in a if they actually have the you got to check this stuff, right? I mean, here it is. So they're charging you, all weather liners are included on here, and they're charging you $500 again for liners that are already included in the MSRP. I mean, it's a nice one. This was an all-star edition, which is cool. It's a cool looking truck. If they want to hang on and all-weather floor liner, dealer installed. So what they charge you? So they charge you $300 on the window sticker for that, and then they charge you another $500 to put them in. Is that what it is? 500 bucks to put in the. So I'm just checking to see here. Skid plates on this one. I don't know how serious Hendrick is about selling their car.